Today on a special Seattle Refined.
Seahawks! Seahawks!
Let's go Hawks!
From food.
After you take a bite of that, just say, bam. Because that's how it,
Bam!
flavor.
To fashion.
Go Hawks!
Go Hawks!
To some of the best fans in the world. Get ready, 12s.
Seattle Refined starts now!
Go Hawks!
Hi everybody, welcome to a special Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. We are coming to you today from Lumen Field for a show dedicated to all the 12s out there. Here at Seattle Refined, we love watching the Seahawks play this time of year, but truth be told, there are ways to celebrate the Hawks year-round. That's why today's show is all about Seahawk fans, fashion, and of course, food.
This season, the Seahawks have a new coach and a new hard-hitting attitude. But there are some things that never change, like the electric atmosphere at Lumen Field. And the Hawks know the loudest fans in the NFL deserve the league's best food and drinks.
I want them to be excited about the food just as much as they're excited about the team winning, right? Which we're going to do this year. We're going to win a lot of games, and we're going to win with those flavors too.
The Hawks invited us to sample all the new options available at the stadium this season. So I assembled a team of all pros, Brandon Bernstead and Abby, our digital producer. The game plan? Simple. Eat as much food as possible. And as it turns out, the Seahawks brought in an all-pro of their own to help us out. One of the most beloved Seahawks of all time, Cam Chancellor is a four-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, and restaurateur, and the co-founder of Legion Sports Bar in Bellevue.
Cameron.
Yep.
Cameron Chancellor, what's up, man?
How you doing?
You got to tell me about the burger. This is a big thing for you and the Seahawks.
Oh, yes it is, yes it is. We had a little partnership with the Seahawks. We got one of our #1 top sellers from Legion Sports Bar in Bellevue. Brought it here to the stadium so everybody can taste it in Lumen Field.
This season, 12s can dig into a menu of Cam's favorite dishes, including the aptly named Bam Bam Smash.
Okay, so tell me what I got it right here. Tell me what's in this thing.
You got your double smash patty right there. You got some Cajun onions in there. You got some Dijon sauce, double American cheese, and then you got greatness.
Oh, wow. Dude. Not a cliche, that's a touchdown right there. That's a touchdown in overtime right there, my man.
All you got to, after you take a bite of that, just say, bam. Because that's how it,
Bam.
the flavor. That's the flavor.
It's like a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That's that bam smash burger.
Oh, I love it. Awesome.
A number of local restaurants have outposts at Lumen Field, but executive chef Borst and his team are equally focused on building a roster of house-made specialties.
We really focused on kind of expanding our local program here inside. And we have the Korean barbecue turkey leg. We have the Northwest footlong dog that has braised short rib and gnocchi mushrooms. And so basically it has a lot of turn, in flavor profiles, just to kind of make it exciting.
This is delicious. This is chicken teriyaki. Oh man, I love that. Somebody told me Brandon's here. Brandon, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah, Gard, I'm here with my buddy, Chef Schubert Ho. And Schubert, in the stadium for the first time with Bar Dojo. How exciting is that?
Super exciting. I mean, it's new coach, new era, right?
Exactly. Now, Bar Dojo, I mean, it's a favorite in Edmonds. It's been a favorite for a long time. What are you bringing to the stadium?
We are bringing Chino Latino cuisine, which is East meets Latino. And we have fun things like birria ramen, we have poke nachos, we have soup dumplings, all the great things.
I mean, what's not to like about that menu? What should we try? Well, I got to try something. It all looks good.
Let's pop a soup dumpling in your mouth.
Let's do it.
Well, those are easy right here.
Handheld deliciousness? Are you kidding me? That's a perfect little bomb of flavor. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Another favorite, the Smokehouse. Abby couldn't get enough of one of the new offerings, Frito Pie Nachos.
Oh yeah.
The Smokehouse also offers a barbecue brisket sandwich and some classic sides.
Good mac and cheese.
I really do believe that you have to have a really big creative outlet, right? That is this food. There's nothing normal about it. We want to make it very electric and really exciting, and really kind of tie into actually all of the demographics around us. So when people do come in, we want to blow their mind.
We gave it our all for a full 4 quarters, and after crushing as much food as possible, I brought the team back together to break down our performance.
All right, guys, we came, we conquered, and man, did we eat some food or what?
So much food.
Abby, your favorite?
Frito pie nachos, pickled jalapenos, and pulled pork, and I'm sold.
Oh, me too. I love that one. Well, how about you?
My guy Chef Schubert, Bar Dojo, Korea ramen, and soup dumplings.
All right, I like the smash burger, but that smoked in-house turkey leg with the Korean barbecue sauce, give me a break. I love that.
Guard, let's just say it right. It was a touchdown.
Touchdown in overtime. All right, I'm out. I gotta go get a cookie.
This guy.
We know 12s won't go hungry at Lumen Field, and it turns out the players eat like kings as well. The Seahawks have a team chef who is responsible for keeping the guys fueled up during the season, and it is a very impressive spread. Here's Brandon.
To feed dozens of elite athletes, you need a dedicated team and the tools to be successful.
Oh man, we have our pizza station, we have our action stations, we have our hotline over there, salad bars, a lot of fun, unique tools in the back.
That's Stu McNabb, the Seahawks team chef. He runs the show here at the Seahawks Performance Kitchen inside the Virginia Mason Athletic Center.
Coach is very serious about give the players what they want, give them what they want. You got to keep the guys interested in what you're making or they're going to go eat out of the building, and that's not our goal here. We want them to eat in-house.
Today we're doing a sourdough deep dish, garlic confit Alfredo sauce pizza with some lump crab on top.
On Wednesdays and Thursdays, the Hawks' biggest training days, Stu and his crew arrive here just before 4 in the morning, preparing literally hundreds of pounds of proteins as they turn out breakfast, lunch, then dinner for players, coaches, and team staff. The menu, which Stu creates in consultation with the team dietitian, is ever changing.
The most excited I get is when somebody compares something to what their mom made, right? Like if they're like, man, I thought my mom made the best this in the world. And I'm like, that's like the highest honor you can get right there. What are we talking about?
Cooking for the Hawks? Well, it's the McNabb family business. Stu took the reins from his dad, Mac, the team chef for more than 2 decades.
I got to work with my dad for 15 years. That's time I'll never forget. It's good times, rough times, fun times, way more fun than rough.
As you might expect, it was Mac who first inspired Stu's culinary career. He got his start as a teen washing dishes before cooking at several local spots. And when he wanted to join the team here, well, he had to start from the bottom.
So I called my dad and I said, hey man, I'm ready for the big leagues. Like, what do I got to do? He said, yeah, right back in the dish pit. I'm like, oh, come on, man, I'm ready to go. I've been cooking for 3 years, I'm experienced, what are we doing? And he said, no, you're right back in the dish pit. You know, no son of mine's gonna get a free ride here. So it's just been good. Worked my way up from dishwasher to team chef.
Now, just like the Hawks, Stu is always competing. His charge, to stay ahead of the culinary curve. And that means continuing to add to his bag of tricks.
It's the VMAX Smoking Pit, brand new, 2023, best place to be.
What are you doing in the smokers?
Right now, we just finished up the turkey neck, so we pulled those off for the collard greens tonight, and then we have briskets that are gonna go on here for 20 hours.
So you were doing smoked low and slow barbecue out here on the shores of Lake Washington.
Yep, right here on the water. Yep, this is the best place to be, this best office in the world right here.
No surprise, barbecue is a favorite meal here at the VMAC. But players' tastes have evolved over the years, allowing Stu's team to amp up the fun and creativity.
We got a Ritz and Parm crusted halibut tonight with a lemon parsley flavoring profile. From when I started here 16 years ago to now, it's ridiculous, the turnover. These guys come in looking for kale salads and looking for quinoa, and back in the day it was just, they're really accustomed to eating potatoes, rice, burgers, this, and that was just the norm.
I love just the light crunch you get from that Ritz crust. And then the romesco, and even just a little bit of this oil goes a long way.
We're happy?
I'm happy, man. That's a great piece of fish.
I'm happy. You're happy, I'm happy. We're in business.
We're in business. Good job, man.
Thanks.
Great job.
Thanks, Brandon.
And while the quality of the food is certainly paramount, so too is the atmosphere inside the dining hall. The goal? To make it feel like home.
Man, me personally, when the players come in here, I really want them to feel comfortable to be in here. We like to shut down work in here. Let the guys have fun and get them a warm, comforting meal that they want.
Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, what to wear. A look at some Seahawks fashion fits that will have you game day ready. Plus, down, set, hike, the local spot that trains NFL hopefuls. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Welcome back to a special Seattle Refined Seahawks edition. When it comes to games right here at Lumen Field, you can't help but see lots of Seahawk jerseys in the stands. But if you're wanting to spice up your game day gear just a little bit, you know what? No worries. Tyron Majors has you covered.
If you want to score a style touchdown at a Seahawks game, you have to think bigger than just a jersey. I'm a bit of a rookie when it comes to Seahawks fashion, so that's why I headed to Simply Seattle in downtown.
So we're a local-based company here in Seattle. We've been around for 30 years, but in about 2017 got bought out and we made sort of a pivot, be more of a sports focused, have a lot of that local tie to the sports team. So since then it's been a lot of sports and local merch as well.
From retro t-shirts to striped overalls, Simply Seattle has some fresh football fits.
We have a little bit of different stuff here. You're gonna find it a little bit more curated. Again, local company, so we had people, local fans who work for us pick some of these pieces and help select some of the things you see around here in the store. Yeah, it makes it a little bit different of a vibe when you walk in. You can find something for everyone, whether you're looking for a shirt, a sweatshirt, a hat. We sort of have a range of everything for everyone.
And I wasn't the only one who wanted to up my game when it came to Seahawks gear. Refined digital producer Abby Lushai tagged along with me, hoping to score big and change things up.
When I go to a Seahawks game, I wear my Seahawks hat, my little Seahawks fanny pack, and then just a basic outfit kind of similar to what I'm wearing now. Black or white top, jacket, jeans, and my white shoes. So it's usually the same uniform I wear every time, and I'm excited to find some things to spice it up.
All right, Taylor, I'm seeing so many things I like here around the store. Any standouts for you?
Yeah, anything throwback Seahawks is going to be a hot seller. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the best throwback logos in the league. They brought it back last year, so now if you look around, you'll see a ton of that sort of vintage Seahawk look here.
I already see a lot of the blue and green throwback colors. I like the bomber jacket.
Yes, yep, we got a couple of those here as well. I know behind you we got a fun pair of overalls as well that seem to be flying off the shelves. So yeah, pretty much from t-shirts to sweatshirts and everything else in between, you can find what you're looking for.
You know, I actually just went to my first Seahawks game, and I know a lot of people had on the jerseys, but I'm a fashion girly. I want to do something a little bit different.
Yes.
What would you recommend?
Yeah, so I would recommend maybe even adding like a little bit of an oversized t-shirt, maybe a nice windbreaker for when fall hits, you know, the weather comes. Get you something classic that'll be good for any game, any time of the year.
Well, me and Abby want to try some things on. I got my eyes on the overalls. Can we hit the dressing room?
The store is yours,
awesome.
By all means.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Abby and I were ready for our Seahawks shopping spree. We gathered as many looks as we could.
You can never go wrong with a bucket hat.
Throwing it back with the tie-dye. Now, it was game time to see if our selections were Super Bowl worthy. Looks like the winner goes to the Seahawks-styled overalls. We had too much fun at Simply Seattle, and if you're looking to score extra fashion points this season, I highly recommend a visit.
It's the best feeling. Yeah, knowing that they got it here and that they're out representing their team and watching their team, and they get to wear this gear and it makes them feel part of the experience. There's nothing else you can ask for, literally.
Go Hawks!
Simply Seattle has 2 locations in downtown Seattle, but you can also find much more gear at simplyseattle.com. Seattle Refined will be right back after this. Welcome back to a special Seattle Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. We are all things Seahawks today, just for all of you 12s out there. The Seahawks have an incredibly talented team this season. And did you know there's a local facility that actually trains NFL hopefuls? Well, Brandon Burnstead went to check it out for himself.
To shine on the biggest stage, they say you've got to put in the work when no one is watching. And here in Bellevue at Ford Sports Performance, these elite athletes are putting in the work.
For sports performances, for serious athletes that are trying to pursue sports at the next level and become the best version of themselves.
Tracy Ford is the CEO of Ford Sports Performance. This facility offers training for athletes in a variety of sports, from soccer to softball. But over the last decade, it has become the go-to spot for many of the region's top football players.
When we can get these kids into our facility, we can speak them our gospel on what it means to be, the best version of themselves, because we know at one point you're not going to be able to play sports forever. So if we can get the kids very young and really start training them on understanding what it takes to be a pro, they're going to be a pro in life.
This time of year, Tracy and his team are working with a select group of players from all over the country, getting them ready for the NFL draft.
I think, what separates us is the attention to detail behind the different work and technique that we're trying to learn from the coaches. And then on top of that, the workouts are next level.
That's former University of Washington tight end Devin Colt. The Spokane native lit up the NFL Combine, running a blistering 4.47 40-yard dash, fastest among his position group. During our visit, he was in the midst of preparing to take part in drills at UW's Pro Day.
So, Tracy, what's Devin doing right now?
So right now he's performing the 3-cone drill. It's one of the two big agility tests that they have for NFL athletes. And from now, he can do this in his sleep. He's done this, realistically, over 3,500 times throughout this, between jog-throughs, walk-throughs, and everything else. So, he's mastered this.
The pre-draft process is considered among the toughest job interviews in the world, and the preparation is intense. Devin worked out 3 times per day, 6 days per week, doing a mix of speed work, weight training, mobility, and football-specific drills.
Football is, it's metrics, right? Height, weight, speed, change of direction, how explosive you are. So these testing numbers are extremely important. In order to do these things, they have to be prepared for the test, right? So we've got to study for it, we got to work on it, and we got to be prepared.
So you're gonna reach out, take a deep breath in, breathe out.
Today, I'm on the turf with FSP Speed Director Andrew Mapp, working on the most high-profile test for draft hopefuls, the 40-yard dash.
In the 40, there's no deceleration. So you're trying to get up to speed, max speed as fast as possible, hold that max speed, and then carry it through, and hopefully it's a good time. A little higher. There you go. Now push out for a step. Ooh, actually wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all.
It seems simple on the surface, but Andrew is breaking down everything to the finest details, from the starting stance to the number of steps I'll take.
There it is. Smooth. Easy when you follow instructions. Great job, Brandon.
Thanks to some expert coaching, I felt pretty good out there, but I decided not to run a full 40. Honestly, I didn't want to pull a hamstring. And let's state the obvious. I'm not an elite athlete like Devin. For him, all this work is purposeful. It's led him to the precipice of fulfilling a dream, getting the opportunity to play in the NFL.
There's been a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, a lot of trials and tribulations to get to this point in time in my life and to have this opportunity. So, to finally see all of it pay off, it's going to be a special feeling for sure. And I'm sure it'll be an emotional day for me and the family.
Seattle Refined will be right back after this.
Go Hawks! Best team in the whole world! Go Hawks! Let's go Hawks, baby! Go Hawks, baby! Woo!
Are you excited about the season?
Man, we are super excited, man. Shout out to my boy Geno Smith, Daddy DK Metcalf, man. You know how it goes.
Go Hawks! Woo! Let's go Hawks! Let's go Hawks! Yeah, let's go!
All right, we hope you enjoyed the show today, dedicated to all of you 12s out there. Now, win or lose, I think we have some of the best fans in the country. If you miss any of these stories in today's show or want to learn just a little bit more, of course, head to SeattleRefined.com or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Garth Swanson. We will see you next time on Seattle Refined, and always go Seahawks.